Welcome to the Daily Upgrade with Nathan and Nora.
Get quick, actionable tips to become your best self.
From mastering routines to building habits.
We share practical advice to boost productivity and mindset. No fluff, just results.
Tune in regularly for motivation and strategies to upgrade your life.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at morning routines and we always hear about how successful people have these
crazy routines.
Yeah, crazy routines and I don't know about you, but when I hear that, I just think
It's so overwhelming.
exactly. It's like 5 a.m. yoga and then they're writing in their gratitude journal.
And a green smoothie.
And a green smoothie. And I'm just hitting snooze for the third time.
Right, exactly.
So we wanted to kind of break it down and see what the science actually says.
Yeah, is there anything to this?
Yeah, is this a real thing or is this just
Hype.
Yeah.
So...
Well, it's really interesting. There's actually a lot of research out there now about how...
Oh, really?
Yeah, how a structured start to your day can actually affect your brain chemistry, which then,
Whoa, wait, hold on. Brain chemistry.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
So, think about your mood, your energy levels, even how well you think throughout the day.
No way.
Yeah, it's all connected. Okay, so we're not just talking about, getting more things done. We're talking about how our brains actually...
Function.
Yeah. Okay, I am officially intrigued. So break this down for me. What's the connection there?
Okay, well, let's start with something called your circadian rhythm. You've probably heard of this. It's
Yeah, it's our internal clock, right?
Exactly, and it regulates your sleep-wake cycle.
Yeah.
So recent studies have found that when you wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends.
Even on weekends?
Even on weekends.
I don't know about that one.
I know, it's tough.
Okay, keep going.
You're essentially training your brain to optimize its hormone production throughout the day.
So we're talking about if I'm consistent, I'm going to sleep better, I'm going to wake up easier, and I'm going to be
Yeah, you're going to feel more energized.
more alert.
More alert, more focused.
Oh my gosh, I'm already sold. But wait, there's more, right?
There's more. This is where it gets really interesting. So, you know how they say those small wins early in the day really matter?
Yeah, make your bed.
Make your bed.
Do the dishes.
Yeah, anything like that. Well, it turns out that those little things actually trigger dopamine.
Dopamine. Okay, explain that one.
So dopamine is that feel-good neurotransmitter
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
that's associated with motivation and reward.
So you're telling me that just making my bed can give me a dopamine boost?
Yeah, because your brain is like, hey, I did something. I'm awesome. Let's keep going.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
It's all about creating that positive momentum.
Okay, so it's not just about getting things done. It's we're setting our brains up to win the day.
Yeah, exactly.
This is starting to sound less like a chore and more I don't know.
Like a superpower.
Yeah, like a superpower.
And it's not just about productivity either. Research has shown that a consistent morning routine can actually...
Really?
Yeah, it can reduce your stress levels.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, and enhance your mental well-being overall.
Okay, less stress and a better mood, sign me up. But how is this even possible? Mornings are
Chaotic.
so chaotic.
Yeah.
Especially if you have kids or pets or...
You're trying to get to work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we make this work in the real world?
Well, I think the key is to start small.
Okay.
And to focus on building habits that fit into your lifestyle.
So we're not talking about
Oh.
these Instagram perfect morning routines.
No.
Shoot. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because that's just not realistic for most people.
Exactly, yeah. It's about finding what works for you.
Okay, so no pressure to become a Zen master before breakfast.
No pressure at all.
Okay, good to know.
Even just 1 or 2 small changes can make a big difference.
Like what?
Well, let's say you set your alarm 15 minutes earlier, and you use that time to do something you enjoy, like...
Ooh, like reading.
Reading, yeah, or maybe listen to some music.
Or meditate.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds doable. But what about those days when things just don't go according to plan?
Right.
Like you oversleep or,
Yeah, the dog eats your homework or something.
Or the dog eats your homework.
Yeah.
How do we stay on track when, life happens?
Well, I think that's where self-compassion comes in.
Oh, yeah.
And flexibility. It's not about being perfect. It's about progress.
So if you miss a day or 2 or even a week,
You just get back on track.
it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world.
Oh, that's so reassuring. I think so many of us get caught up in that all or nothing thinking.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I can't do it perfectly, why even bother?
Yeah.
But that's not helpful, right?
It's not helpful at all. It's about having a plan, being kind to yourself,
Yeah.
and, just taking it one step at a time.
Like learning any new skill, right?
Exactly.
There are going to be bumps along the way.
Yes.
Okay, so we've talked about the brain science. We've talked about starting small, not being perfect.
Right.
What are some of the key things we should actually think about when we're trying to
Like
build, yeah, a morning routine that actually works for us?
Well, first, I think you have to define your goals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What is it that you actually want to get out of your morning routine?
Like, what are we trying to achieve here?
Exactly. Do you want to feel more energized?
Yes.
Do you want to reduce stress?
100%.
Or do you just want to have a more enjoyable start to your day?
All of the above. But if I had to pick one, I think for me it would be less stress
Okay.
and being able to focus
Okay.
throughout the day. What kind of things could I do for that?
Well, for stress reduction, incorporating even 5 minutes of mindfulness or meditation can be really powerful.
Oh, interesting. I've heard of that.
Oh.
But I've always been kind of intimidated by meditation. I don't know, I just feel like,
You feel like you're going to do it wrong?
yeah, am I doing it wrong?
Yeah, it's a common feeling.
Okay. Yep.
But the good news is it doesn't have to be complicated.
Okay.
You can start by just focusing on your breath for a few minutes.
That's it.
That's it. There are also a ton of great apps out there that can guide you. Yeah.
Okay, so mindfulness and meditation for stress and focus.
Yeah.
Got it. What else?
Another powerful practice is setting intentions for the day.
Intentions, okay.
So this basically means taking a few moments to think about what you want to accomplish that day.
Like personally and professionally.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you want to get done at work? What are your goals for your personal life?
Okay, so it's kind of like giving ourselves a roadmap for the day.
Exactly. When you set clear intentions, you prime your brain to focus on what's most important.
I love that. It's so easy to just get swept up in the chaos and
Lose track of what you're actually trying to achieve.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But let's get practical for a second. Let's say I only have 30 minutes in the morning
Yeah.
to dedicate to
A new routine.
a new routine.
Yeah.
What are the must-haves? What do I absolutely have to include?
Okay, well, first of all, there's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Right, of course. Everyone's different.
Everyone is different.
Yeah.
The best routine is what works for you. But I can give you a sample routine.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
So, first things first, hydration.
Water.
Water, yes. Drink a full glass of water.
As soon as I wake up.
Ideally, yeah. You get dehydrated overnight.
Okay,
This will make a big difference in your energy levels.
I can definitely do that. What's next?
Then some light movement or exercise.
Ooh, okay.
So this could be anything. It could be yoga, a quick walk around the block,
Okay.
even just 5-10 minutes.
You're really emphasizing this small, doable thing.
Small, doable things. Yes, it can energize your body and your mind.
Even if I'm I don't want to get out of bed.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm sold. What's next?
Then we're going to do 5 to 10 minutes of mindfulness or meditation.
Okay, back to that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm starting to see how this all fits together.
Yeah.
Deep breaths, a clear mind.
Yes.
What's the last piece of the puzzle here?
Spend a few minutes setting your intentions for the day, so we talked about that.
Oh, yeah, the roadmap.
The roadmap, yeah. Review your to-do list. Visualize your goals.
This is amazing. I feel like my mornings are about to become so much more powerful,
Yes.
but I know everyone listening is probably thinking the same thing right now.
What is that?
What about food?
Yes.
Where does breakfast fit into all of this?
You're right. We didn't include it explicitly in our little 30-minute routine,
Right.
but breakfast is definitely important.
Yeah. So how do we make sure we're fueling our bodies correctly without adding another hour to our morning?
Well, it's all about planning and preparation.
Okay.
If you know you're going to be rushed in the morning, prep your breakfast the night before.
Overnight oats.
Overnight oats, smoothies,
Yeah.
hard-boiled eggs.
Okay, so many options.
Yeah.
So we can have a nutritious breakfast
Yes.
and still stick to our routine.
Absolutely.
Amazing. This is starting to feel less like a chore and more like,
A self-care ritual.
yeah, like something I actually want to do.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I'm so
Yeah.
glad we're having this conversation. This is all so insightful. Okay, I have to say, after that last segment, I'm feeling pretty inspired to revamp my own mornings. It's amazing how much, science is actually behind this whole morning routine thing.
Yeah, it really is.
Who knew?
And speaking of science, we talked a little bit about mindfulness and meditation.
Yeah.
I think we should dig into that a little more.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
So when we practice mindfulness, even for a few minutes each morning,
Yeah.
we're basically training our brains to be more present, more aware.
So instead of starting the day with like a million thoughts just racing through my head,
Right,
it
exactly.
can help me feel more like grounded, centered.
Yeah, exactly. And there are actual physiological benefits too.
Really?
Yeah, studies have shown that mindfulness can lower your cortisol level.
Oh, that's that stress hormone we were talking about.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm officially on board. Anything that can lower my stress levels, I'm in.
Right.
But I've tried meditation before, and I always feel like I'm doing it wrong.
Yeah, that's a really common feeling. A lot of people feel that way.
Okay, phew. Glad it's not just me.
But the good news is that meditation really doesn't have to be complicated.
Okay, so what do I do?
You can start with something as simple as just focusing on your breath,
Oh,
like for a few minutes. Just pay attention to the inhale, the exhale.
that's it.
That's it. And there are also a ton of great guided meditation apps out there.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, they can kind of walk you through it.
Okay, so that sounds way less intimidating than I thought.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay, so mindfulness and meditation for like stress reduction, focus, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
What else? What other magic ingredients should we be thinking about adding to our morning routine?
Another really powerful practice is setting intentions for the day.
Intentions. Okay.
So this basically means taking a few minutes to think about what you want to accomplish,
Okay.
both personally and professionally.
So like, what do I want to get done at work?
Yeah.
And what are my goals for, my life outside of work?
Exactly.
Okay.
And when you set those clear intentions, you're essentially priming your brain to focus on what matters most.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get just swept up in the day-to-day, and like lose track of what you're actually trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like giving ourselves a roadmap for the day.
Exactly.
Love it. Okay, but let's get real for a second. Say I only have 30 minutes in the morning.
Okay.
What are like the must-have elements?
Okay, well, first of all, there's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Of course, yeah.
Every person, every lifestyle is different.
It
The best
can-
routine is the one that works for you.
Right.
But I can give you a sample routine that you can kind of adapt.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it. I'm ready.
All right, so first things first, hydration.
Water.
Water, yes. Drink a full glass of water.
All right.
Ideally, as soon as you wake up, your body gets dehydrated overnight.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and that can make a big difference in your energy levels right off the bat.
Okay, I can definitely commit to a glass of water. What's next?
All right, then we're going to incorporate some light movement or exercise.
Okay.
Now, this could be anything. It could be a quick yoga flow, a brisk walk around the block.
Okay.
Even 5 or 10 minutes is enough.
You're really hammering home the small, manageable thing.
Yeah, small and doable.
That's
It's
right.
all about getting that body moving, waking up your muscles, waking up your mind.
So even if I'm feeling like I don't even want to get out of bed.
Especially if you're feeling that way, you
Yeah.
might be surprised how much better you feel after moving your body a little bit.
Okay, all right. I'm willing to give it a try. What's next?
All right, next we're going to dedicate 5 to 10 minutes to mindfulness or meditation.
Okay, so back to that.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm starting to see how this all fits together.
Yeah.
So we have the hydration, we get our bodies moving, we do some deep breathing, clear our minds. What's the last piece of the puzzle here?
The last piece is we're going to spend a few minutes setting our intentions for the day.
Oh, yeah, the roadmap.
The roadmap, exactly. So we're going to review our to-do list, visualize our goals, really get clear on what we want to accomplish.
I love it. I'm telling you, I feel like my mornings are about to become so much more powerful.
Me too. I'm excited for you.
This is amazing. Okay, but I know everyone listening is probably thinking the same thing right now.
What's that?
What about food? Where does breakfast fit into all this?
You're right. We didn't include it explicitly in our little 30-minute routine there.
Yeah,
But breakfast is definitely an important part of a healthy morning.
yeah, for sure. So how do we make sure we're fueling our bodies correctly without adding like another hour to our mornings?
Well, it's all about planning and preparation. If you know you're going to be rushed in the morning, prep your breakfast the night before.
Overnight oats.
Overnight oats, yes. Smoothies, hard-boiled eggs,
Okay, so many options.
so many options. And you can still have a nutritious breakfast without sacrificing those precious morning minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about being prepared.
I love that. Okay, this is starting to feel less like a chore and more like, I don't know, like a self-care ritual, like something I actually want to do.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's exactly the mindset we want to cultivate.
I love it. All right, welcome back, everyone. So we've talked about the science behind morning routines. We've talked about strategies. We've even shared some of our own personal
Struggles.
struggles, yeah,
Yeah.
with mornings, let's be real.
Real talk.
But now it's time to kind of bring it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. We've covered a lot of ground today, and I think as we wrap up, it's really important to remember that building a successful morning routine isn't about being perfect. It's about progress.
About the journey.
It's about the journey,
Yeah.
experimentation, finding what works for you.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others or, feeling like we need to have it all figured out from day one.
Right.
But it's a process, right?
It's a process. It really is.
Yeah.
Like any journey, there are going to be detours, unexpected obstacles, maybe even a few wrong turns along the way.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I've taken plenty of wrong turns in my morning routine journey, that's for sure.
Me too. But that's all part of it.
Yeah, it's about embracing those challenges and learning from those mistakes.
And adapting.
Adapting, yes. And like you said, evolving our routines as our needs and goals change.
Exactly. And I think it's so important to celebrate those small wins along the way.
Yes.
Like maybe you managed to wake up 15 minutes earlier than usual.
Yeah.
Or you finally fit in that quick meditation session. Acknowledge those victories, no matter how small they seem.
Yeah, because I think those little moments of success can be really motivating.
They are.
And they help us stay committed to the process.
Yeah.
They remind us that we are capable of making these positive changes.
Absolutely. And speaking of positive changes, we got some amazing feedback from our listeners.
Yeah.
And a lot of you shared that, finding the time and the motivation to actually establish a new routine can be a major hurdle.
That's so real. That's definitely something I hear a lot too.
It's tough.
Yeah. What advice would you give to our listeners who are feeling maybe a little overwhelmed or discouraged?
I would say, start by identifying what your biggest obstacle is. Is it a lack of time? Is it a lack of energy? Is it just not knowing where to begin?
That's a good question.
Yeah, and once you kind of pinpoint the root of the problem, you can start brainstorming solutions that address your specific needs.
I love that. It's like breaking down those big, scary challenges into smaller, more manageable steps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And remember, you don't have to do this alone. Reach out to friends, family, online communities,
Yeah, to your support system.
Yeah, your support system. Accountability is huge.
It really is.
Share your goals, share your progress with others. It can make such a big difference in staying motivated.
And I think just knowing that other people are going through similar things
Absolutely.
can make us feel less alone in the process,
100%. As we wrap up this episode, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought.
Okay, I'm ready.
Imagine yourself a month, 6 months, a year from now. How do you picture your mornings unfolding? What feelings do you want to cultivate as you start your day?
Ooh, it's a powerful question. I love that. It's really about shifting our mindset, right?
Yes.
From just going through the motions to actually intentionally designing a morning routine that sets us up for success.
I love that, intentionally designing a morning routine. That's what it's all about.
It is.
Well, it's been such a pleasure exploring this topic with you and with all of our amazing listeners out there.
Likewise.
Remember, everyone, the power to transform your mornings and ultimately your life, it lies within you.
Good.
Start small, stay consistent, and never underestimate the impact of those small positive choices that you make each and every day.
Love it. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey. We hope you've gained some valuable insights and some practical strategies to create a morning routine that powers you to live your best life. And until next time, keep those positive habits going. And remember, even small changes can lead to remarkable transformations. Bye, everyone.
Bye.